They say that love don't cost a thing. But what is it when it costs you your life? I'm willing to bet that more than half the people I have come across has been through it, is going through it now, or know someone that has. What is it, you may ask? It's called domestic violence. When love becomes blind, do you stay because of love or because of fear? It started in early 2013 when a young lady, Michaela, met this young man named Sean through mutual friends. They started hanging out every day, enjoying each other's company. They got in a serious relationship. He never once wanted to meet Michaela's family because he was never interested. Michaela's mother was concerned, but 4 months down the road when Sean asked Michaela to move in with him, she decided to go ahead and move in. After 1 week of living together, that's when they got in their first argument. He got mad at Michaela because she decided she was going out that night with her friends and didn't get a chance to tell him until she was getting dressed to leave. So as she's getting dressed, he asked her, where are you going? And she told him. He got mad, threw her things that she had on the bed on the floor. She got startled and jumped back. She said, "What's wrong, Sean?" Sean grabbed her and told her she wasn't going anywhere. Michaela was confused and hurt. She never saw Sean acting like this. She told him all she was going to do was hang out with her friends and come back home. He slapped her, knocking her glasses off her face and broke them. She got up and called her friends and told her that she wasn't going out with them tonight, never telling them what Sean had did. The next morning, Sean apologized, gave her a big hug and a kiss, saying he was sorry and that it would never happen again. But as weeks gone by, Sean started showing more jealousy towards Michaela. He got mad when the man showed Michaela attention. He started to tell Michaela what she could and could not wear, where she could and could not go, and what she could and could not do. Michaela never went to her friends for help because she was afraid and she did not want to leave Sean. But she was also confused. And even though she was in a relationship with him, she felt alone. As Sean progressed, anger progressed, he started hitting her more. And every time he hit her, she covered up the bruises. But then it got to a point where she couldn't cover up the bruises no more, and her friends started to see the marks on her body. They took her out one night and asked her what was going on. They see the bruises that she can't hide no more. And she laughed it off, saying it was okay that Sean would change. That wasn't a big deal and she wasn't in an abusive relationship. She never once told her mother what was going on either because she was embarrassed. That night when she got home, she told Sean the conversation she had with her friends. And he became furious with her. He cussed her out, yelling at her, throwing things all across the room, telling her he told her that her friends were trying to break up their relationship. He got so mad he threw the table across the room, hitting Michaela. She fell to the floor, crying and screaming. The table had cut her leg. He rushed her to the hospital, and she had to have stitches. By the time her friends and family got to the hospital, Sean was gone. Sean did not stay by Michaela's side. At that moment, Michaela realized that she needed to leave Sean. Her friends and family have to move her things out of the apartment, and she got a court protection order against Sean. Even though he tried contacting her again, she ignored him. It's the end of the year, and she going out with her friends again. They run into Sean and his friends. They try to keep the peace. Everybody talked to each other and stayed in the same area. That night, Michaela exchanged number with Sean's, even though she still had his court protection order against him. She continued to talk to him every day after they finally met again. Her friends told her to leave him alone, but Sean had convinced Michaela that he was a changed man. 2 weeks after they had reconnected, they started dating again. And even though she wasn't living with him full time, she was at his apartment for most of the time. 2 weeks after they started talking again, they also got in an argument. And he showed Michaela that once she started staying with him constantly, he wanted to control her. He decided he was going out that night to hang out with his friends. So Michaela said, okay, I'm going to go spend some time with my mother while you're gone. Sean became mad again. Told her she needed to stay at home. Just because he's leaving doesn't mean she's going to leave. Michaela didn't understand. She told Sean, I thought you changed. But Sean did not have change. He started cursing at her, throwing things, breaking things again. Michaela said, okay, I won't go to my mother's house, but this is the last time you will see me at your house. He became mad and he pulled out a gun. Michaela startled. She was confused because she never saw Sean with a gun before. He told her she wasn't leaving this apartment tonight. So she started walking towards the door, and that's when he pulled the trigger. Shot her twice in the back. She fell to the floor screaming and then blacked out. Sean ran down the apartment steps, but the police caught him because the neighbors had heard everything and had called 911 before they had heard the gunshots went off. They caught Sean running out the door with the gun in his hand, and they rescued Michaela. Michaela had to spend 2 months in the hospital for recovery, but she got through it. She went to trial and was a witness to speak against Sean. He is now in prison, and Michaela has finally learned her lesson. The love is not love when it becomes blind. Love is not when you feel the person that you are with. Love is pure and true.